Hello and welcome to a new video. This is our 2017 Mercedes E220 AMG line with the Premium Plus pack. This has got the 9G gearbox, so we've got a 9-speed gearbox in this car. Now the car with the Premium pack comes with many extras, but this car has some additional extras over and above that as well, which we'll go through and try and remember all of them if we can. Now the car's done 36,300 miles thereabouts with full Mercedes service history. The whole car has been detailed and machine polished to a very high level. The paintwork has come up beautifully, as you can see from the shine on the car. I'm just going to come in and show you these amazing multi-beam LED headlights. So these are not the standard lights. These lights will adjust according to what the cameras pick up at the front. And if you Google the Mercedes multi-beam headlights, it'll take you through and show you what they're capable of doing and how they operate. Now, if we come up onto the bonnet is all in lovely condition. There are a couple of very minor little stone chips. I'll bring you up. There's one just there in the center of the screen, a smaller one just behind it. But if you take all the way to the back of the bonnet, you can see it's in really good condition. Obviously on a 17 plate car, you've got to expect something, but all along the front here, I'm just scanning around, just seeing if I can see any more, but I don't think there are. So it's in really lovely condition. Now we're going to come back down to the front of the car. So it's got front and rear parking sensors and the Parktronic, so it will park the car for you basically. We've also got 360 cameras on this car as well. So you'll notice we've got a camera just above the Mercedes badge there. And that Mercedes badge, you'll see, has got like a heating element on it because that's actually a radar. We've got the adaptive cruise control on this car. Just going to come down and show you just how nice the paintwork is down here and how clear those lenses are. They've not been peppered by stones, and you can see the blue little pinstripe light in there. And if I come in close, you might just be able to read there, multi-beam LEDs. So they're not the standard lights, they are an extra. Just going to come back out and show you the side of the car. We've got the 20-inch AMG alloy wheels. Now, these use Goodyear Eagle F1 tyres. They're all MOE tyres as well. They've all got at least 6 mil of tread on. Got the big vented brakes in there as well. I'm just going to show you down the side of the car because this is always the best angle to see the panels. Bring it out. You can see there's no ding dents, no scratches. And then additionally, with the 360 cameras, we've got cameras under the wing mirrors there. Just capture that. Coming up onto the glass, a couple of minor little stone chips, but nothing, I'm talking about tiny little things. Nothing to speak of. And then we've got the cameras up there for the cruise control. We've got the panoramic roof, which we've got open at the moment. A nice little thing that these Mercedes do is if you were to lock the car up and it started to rain, there's a little sensor at the front here, and it will pick that up and it will put the roof into the more closed position with just the vented bit at the back open so the car won't get full of water, and it'll do that all on its own. So I think it's selenite grey metallic, this colour as well. We've got keyless entry on this car. Just going to show you the rear wheel and these parking sensors on the side, part of the park assist. The car uses AdBlue as well, so no scratches around there either. Then you've got the AdBlue, which makes the diesel burn a lot cleaner, turns the NOx into nitrous oxide and nitrogen and oxygen rather than the NOx. Come round, we've got privacy glass all around the back. Just want to show you up on the top of the roof here. No nasty bird stains or nothing's been eaten into the paint, tree sap or anything like that. No scratches. We come back, you can see all the chrome work where the exhaust is already nice. And just underneath, nicely folded away, it has a detachable tow bar, which is in the boot with the key. That's a rear view of the car. Got rear camera, of course, which comes out when you put it in reverse, just up above the number plate there. And these rear lights have got this crystal almost effect. They've been fajazzled or whatever it's called. But look at that, pretty impressive. Come down and look at this side of the car. You can see the panels are really nice and true, no ripples, it's not had any nasty paintwork. We'll just check out the rear wheel on this side. Now let's come to the front wheel and then we've covered all of them then. All the wing mirrors are in lovely condition. There's no scratches on the car. So a really nice family car, plenty of room, and lots of bits that we're going to show you inside the car. Just come up and show you the roof. In fact, I think what we'll do now, we'll have a quick look under the engine bay. So we'll just come round. Darius is going to pop the bonnet for me. So I'll just pull this under here. Thank you, Darius. So all of the engine bay has all been cleaned by hand. All of these covers have been taken off and it's all been hoovered out to make sure there's no debris from leaves and things like that under there, which if you just jet wash it, it's just going to turn it to sludge, which you don't want because that will block all of the waterways where it drains. So all been done properly. We're no longer using silicone, so this engine has just got its real natural finish. You can see how clean it is. Just take you around there. So this is a 2.1 turbocharged Mercedes engine, producing, I think it's around about the 180, 190, something like that, brake horsepower with the 9-speed gearbox. All lovely and clean up here. So that's the engine bay done. Let's pop that down. Sorry, a bit of a clunk in here. Now what we'll do, we'll come round and show you the door card on this side, on the passenger front side. Now we've got the, I think it's called ash wood, opposed to the black gloss, which is a lot more durable in my opinion, because the black gloss is a little bit harder. It's nice having the black gloss, but you don't want too much because it, you know, you can get scratches. You've got the memory seats there. Even the headrest will move. If you move this headrest here, you can see that brings the headrest up and down. We've got electric lumbar on the side as well. We've got the Burminster surround sound system, a really nice premium sound. This button just at the top here, if we push this forward, you see there how that extends the seat. Give you a bit more support. Really nicely done. Plenty of room in the door cards. We've got puddle lights underneath. No damage around there. And then we've got the stainless steel Mercedes sill plates. All nice and clean. All of the rubbers unworn. Let's just get that back in focus. There we go. And then the, I think it's like an Alcantara, the Mercedes equivalent, with the Artico on the sides of the seats. Nice and supportive, the seats, very comfortable. Nice big headrests that pull forward. And then you'll notice that the illumination is on purple. You can have it so it changes through a complete rainbow of different colors, or you can set a different color. It's got the newer, I forget the name, the Mercedes-Benz Infotainment, the larger screens in there. So it's got the full works in there. And then this bit that looks like a mouse almost over above that wheel, you can write on there to input your destination on the sat nav, etc. And it has the back button on there. You can slide through the screen. When it's lit up, we'll turn that on in a second. We'll come back to that area in just a bit. So take a look in the rear. Again, the door card, all in really lovely condition. No damage. Check out the seal. You can see the light illumination under the seats as well. No damage on here. All of the rear seats in lovely condition, 60-40 split, center armrest comes down. All of the ISOFIX there as well. And then I'll just come in and show you the air vents, carpets, overmats. And for the boot, I'm just going to use the key if I can, just to open up the boot, so we can use the key to open the rear of the car. Or we can use the buttons up here, which will also, I'm on focus. There we go. You can use to lock the car from the boot there as well, not just close it. And then we've got a very large boot area. I'm not sure on the capacity, but it should be somewhere in the specification on the advert. Nice and clean. 12-volt socket up on the side here. And also this little button here, when you pull that, it drops the seats down at the front. We've got the netting here as well. Both sides. And then if we lift up under here, got the locking wheel nuts box. We've also got the tow bar, the tow bar there in the bag of the key. First aid kit. I'm just trying to see if I can get this in focus while I'm holding the phone with one hand. There we go, the tow bar. All nice and clean there. Quite deep in there actually. So you can get quite a lot of storage in there. So there's your boot. So we'll close that down. There we go. And we'll take a look inside the driver's side rear. Again, no damage on the door card, which is always a good sign. No damage down the edges. Those seat belts have been trapped in the door as it's been closed, basically. That's what tends to mark them. Or sometimes if the seats have been put down and stuff is shifted in the boot. Oops, didn't mean to do that, sorry. And you can see the mats there, the AMG mats. The rear of the seats, sorry, the back of the front seats, sorry, aren't all scratched either. Nice and clean there. And like I say, very comfortable, the car. No scratches around the door handle or down the door edge. And this is where this little outline section here, if you press this, that locks the car, folds the mirrors in. When you put your hand inside the handle, it will unlock and bring the mirrors out. Well, we can see the mirrors there. I'm just going to try and show you. Can you see this triangle just here? Try and get it in focus. It's got blind spot monitor, and that will light up in red when there's somebody in your blind spot area. Let's just turn these lights to auto for a second. So driver door card. I've just spotted an extra button, which I'm not sure what it does. So I'll just show you around the door card first. Again, all in lovely condition. And being that this is the door that gets, the driver's seat is the one that takes all of the use. It's absolutely, there's no scratches at all. It's really pristine all the way around, look. And the seat, all in lovely condition. Now the button that I wasn't sure about, so we've got the, if I just turn the car on for a second, excuse me while I just do this. So we've got the heated seats here. I'm not too sure what this one is. I'm really not too sure. I'm trying to work it out. I'll have to find out. You can, when you call me, hopefully I'll know what it is. We can fold the mirrors in down here as well. You can see all the illumination there. And then what you'll notice, we've got the lane assist as well. We've got heads-up display and the steering wheel picture. Basically, this car will follow the lines of the road and keep you in the centre at a given speed. And when the lines run out, it will actually follow the car in front with the radar system. Just want to give you a good look round in there. I've got the panoramic roof with electric blind. So we've got a lot of reflection there. Oops. But yeah, heads-up display. Let's jump in. See if we can work out what that button is. Not going to tell me. So the car has full Mercedes service history. We've got these huge screens at the front here. Now what I was learning is you can change the design. If I hold this back out, we have sport, and that's automatically changed the view here. I'm just going to see that's over there, so we want this one over here. You can also flick through oil levels. So on the steering wheel, this is like a little cursor, basically. If you rub your finger up and down, and the one on the left of the steering wheel, this one here, does this screen, let's get that in focus, does this screen over here. Now if we press the button there, we can flip over to the assistance, and this is where we've got the attention assist. I think that's as far as that goes. So we go back to the home button, scroll across to the left to the trip, press down on the trip, and then it gives us the fuel. There we go, the eco display, trip gauges, speedo, mileage, tripometer. If we go back to the home button, move across, we can then have the navigation here as well. And then we can go across one more for radio, and it'll bring up the radio channels. Let's just turn that down if we can, because YouTube won't like that. And then we can scroll down through there, and then one more. What's this? This is the media. Now I am going to insert a little short bit of video showing the Apple CarPlay It also has Android Auto as well. So we'll do that. And then this is all the different navigation we can have over here. Eco display. So there's so much you can change here. I actually quite like that nav in there. Didn't know it did that. There we go. So we'll put it back to revs. Home button. Position, brightness, display content. And then displays. So we can change back to the classic, which we had before. There's another one called progressive as well. And I think there's also one where you can adjust what you have in there as well. So that's, whoops, that's flip that back. Oh God, who let me loose with this car? God, there's so much on there. Right, let's bring it down to here, because there's some shortcut buttons here which I think I'm gonna like, because it might be a lot easier. So we've got your nav button just here, and that'll come straight up to your nav. If we use this wheel just here, we can go over to the left. You've got all your options down there, as you can see. Let's just have a look in there. Map content, etc. Let's come out of there. Now you can also split the screen. I'm just trying to remember how we did that. I think, oh, we've also got another view come up now. So we can have it in 3D, 2D, zoom in, zoom out. So there we go. Yeah. As you can see, there is lots in here. Now, let's move on to the cameras for a second. So we've got some buttons down here, the camera button there. If we put the cameras on, I'm just going to come over here. When we move the wheel, it will drop down through different views. So this is the front view. So that's wide, and then that's a narrower view. And on the right, you can see that we've got a view looking straight down. This is down the side of the car from the wing mirrors. And then this is the rear view, and then a more focus. So that's widescreen, and that's a narrow screen. You've got that both for the front and the rear. And then the one at the top. Now, for the life of me, I don't know what that is. I'm guessing it might be something to do with manoeuvring something between your phone and the car. But we'll have to find out about that. So we'll come out of there. We've also got another button here, dynamic. So this is the dynamics of the car. Eco, Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, and individual. So basically they pretty much do, as you can imagine. Sport will obviously make the car a bit more dynamic and sportier, and then Sport Plus turns off some of the driver aids as well. Go through to individual. This is where if we lost it then. Let's try that again. Press down on adapt, and then the drive system. We click down on there. We can have that in Eco, Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, or manual mode on the gearbox. Steering, Comfort or Sport, so lighter or firmer. And then you've got all your Eco start stop stuff that you can turn on and off. Just see your assistance, vehicle settings. So some of the assistance is be traffic sign assist. So That's on speed limit pilot, displaying command. There are so many things in here. Camera and parking pilot, maneuvering, set warning tone. I mean, open camera cover. That's for cleaning. Active brake assist, blind spot assist, which is on. Attention assist, active lane keeping assist. This is the one, I believe this is the one with the little steering wheel button here that will keep you within the lane. So that's all on there. Before I forget, I'm just going to try and get this in focus. We've got the heads up display here. So I've just noticed down on this display, we can go into heads up display and position display content. So let's get this back in focus. Sorry about that. I'm just going to try and rest this here. Zoom in a bit if I can. Okay, we've zoomed in as much as we're going to. And just trying to display content so you can have directions, speed, and the speed limit information. We're off the road at the moment. You can turn that off. If I come down here, you'll see. My apologies for this, because it's quite hard with so many options on the car. These are all your choices. So you can have just the speed and road speed as well, speed of the car and the road speed, and then you can also have directions and the other two as well. So as you can tell, there are lots of features on the car. All nice and clean in there. If we go back to menu, media, car, we've got the Burminster sound. Right, let's get the radio. So we've got all the radio here as well. Wavebound sound, equalizer, etc. There's so many settings in there, but I think you get the idea. Right, he says. Let's see if we can climb it. Okay, if anybody wants to know more, I think it's probably best to phone me and I'll take you through it on maybe a video call, because there's just too much to go through and I don't think the video is going to upload if it gets too long. So let's just jump out. We've got 2 keys for the car as well. Let's just straighten up that. But just to show you that steering wheel. So this is what I was talking about. The little cursor buttons there. Right. So there we have it. The E220 Mercedes AMG line, the Premium Plus package, and lots of other extras. Those lights have really fired up now that the car's running. So a really stunning looking car. Very hard to find one with this amount of extras on it. So don't hesitate, give us a call. We've got lots of different finance options. We've also got some fantastic warranty packages that you can take up to 4 years now. And you can even have the work carried out at a local main dealer as well. Very, very comprehensive. They even cover things like seals and gaskets, as well as mechanical items. So we can run through that with you. Thank you for watching. Take care. See you soon. Bye. So this is just a quick clip to show you the Apple CarPlay function on the Mercedes E-Class that we have. As you can see, you've got a really nice big screen there. I don't think I'm going to be able to go into these options without it shutting the phone down, so I'm using my iPhone to video, but I just wanted to show you how clear it comes up on the screen there. I will just try now, see if I can flip over to say Waze, for example. It's still videoing, so there we go, there's the Waze, and you just use the wheel to and the joystick to maneuver around the screen there and come down. Okay, so I'm going to come out of there and I'll add this into the video. Thank you. So I'm just going to add this into the video. We weren't sure what the button just in front of the heated button was, and it should have been obvious because it has a little L on it. So when you want to adjust the passenger seat on the left, it's in focus, you can with the button on the driver's side, like so. They think of everything, don't they? And then one more thing that we did spot, let's just shut the door here, is we have the adaptive cruise control down here. And when we turn this down here, you can set the distance between yourself and the car in front. So I just wanted to add that into the video as there were so many things to remember. Thank you, take care, bye.